Hello, and welcome to the online edition of Nightwatch for November 2022. My name is Bill, coming to you from the Sudekum Planetarium here at Adventure Science Center in Nashville. And as always, we'll start off with the moon phases for November. We have the moon at its first quarter phase in the evening sky on November 1st, followed by the full moon on the early morning of November 8th, at which time we'll also have a total lunar eclipse. More on that in just a few. Last quarter moon on the 16th, followed by new moon on November 23rd. Don't forget daylight saving time ends on the morning of November 6th, so don't forget to turn your clock back 1 hour. As we look at the evening sky, we have 3 planets that are now in our evening sky. High in the southern sky and moving toward the southwest as we go through the month of November, we do have the planet Saturn, the farthest planet you can easily see with your eyes. Higher up in the south and very bright white in color in the sky is the planet Jupiter, and just rising in the eastern sky shortly after sunset, but rising earlier as we head toward the end of this month, we do have the red planet Mars. Our moon will be passing below the planet Saturn on November 1st, then it will be passing by Jupiter on November 4th, and finally the moon will pass by the planet Mars on November 10th. Looking elsewhere in the sky, we're in the middle of the autumn season, so our autumn constellations are shifting off toward the west, and winter constellations are now beginning to rise in the eastern sky. Looking up high in the sky a little bit toward the west, we do have the very famous Pegasus, the magical flying horse. At the same time, rising in the east, we have the winter constellations of Taurus the bull and the very famous winter hunter Orion the hunter, now rising up in the eastern sky. As we head toward winter, Orion will be coming up earlier and earlier. But of course, the main feature this month is the total lunar eclipse. And the last total lunar eclipse we'll see in the Nashville area and across North America until March 13th and 14th, 2025. So we will now have several years before the next total lunar eclipse across North America. Also, in the Nashville area, during the eclipse, we will also get a chance to possibly see the International Space Station. Now, this is all occurring on the early morning of Tuesday, November 8th. And the times I will be giving are Central Standard Time. During this eclipse, the International Space Station will be rising up in the northeast and setting over in the southwestern sky between about 4:24 a.m. to about 4:27 a.m. That will be on the opposite side of the sky from where the eclipse is happening in the west. So don't forget, if you're out watching the lunar eclipse during that time, you may want to turn around and catch a glimpse of the bright white glow of the International Space Station moving across the sky as a very bright white star-like object. But now we'll take a look at the times for this total lunar eclipse on the morning of November 8th. The partial phases of the eclipse will start at 3:09 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's when the moon will start entering the dark parts of the Earth's shadow, and it will look like a little bite was taken out of the side of the moon. Again, this is in the western sky as the moon is setting, so plan your morning accordingly to be able to look toward the western sky. Totality begins as the moon is totally immersed in the Earth's shadow at 4:16 a.m. The middle of the eclipse, this is the deepest part of the eclipse, will be at 4:59, just about 5 o'clock in the morning. But the moon will be getting low at this time, so you want to be someplace where trees won't be in the way. Totality ends at 5:41 a.m. Now the partial phases of this eclipse will be ending at 6:49 a.m., but we will not see that here in the Nashville area, as the moon will be setting in the western sky as the sun rises before that time. So we will miss the very end of this eclipse due to the moon setting and the sun rising. However, we will be able to see, as long as you have a good view of your western sky, of the main parts of this total lunar eclipse. And again, the next total lunar eclipse won't be visible over Nashville skies until March 13th and 14th, 2025. Now, if you can't remember everything I've mentioned in this online edition of Nightwatch, check out our website, adventuresci.org/starcharts, and grab a copy of our online star chart, which has more information that you can download and print out at home, along with the star chart and other information about other things happening in the sky. Again, adventuresci.org/starcharts. Also, check out our website at adventuresci.org for more information about all the different programs happening here at Adventure Science Center, as well as here at the Sudekum Planetarium, including our in-theater version, our planetarium version of Nightwatch, other programs, and our dazzling laser light shows on Saturday evenings. We hope you get a chance to join us here at the Sudekum Planetarium and Adventure Science Center, and also get a chance to see that total lunar eclipse on November 8th. From all of us here at the Sudekum Planetarium and the Science Center, I wish you clear skies.